Hey guys, my name is Sophia. I'm a new YouTuber and a professional makeup artist based in Lagos, Nigeria. So today I'm excited to share my first official makeup tutorial with you all, and I hope you learned something new. So I'm starting off with a serum from ZKL Cosmetics to moisturize my face. This will help hydrate my skin and create a smooth base. Next, I'm going to apply a full coverage foundation. Using a small brush to distribute the product on the areas of my face. I'm using a foundation brush to blend the product evenly onto my skin. I'm blending slightly without putting much pressure. To achieve a smooth and even finish, I'm using a beauty blender to blend in and press the product in seamlessly. So I'm using a concealer that is one shade lighter than my skin tone. I'm applying a small amount of concealer under my eyes and the T-zone areas of my face. To contour my nose, I'm using a dark shade of contour concealer that is a few shades darker than my skin tone. I'm applying it down the sides of my nose, starting at the inner corner of my eyebrow and ending at the tip of my nose. Then I'm applying the same concealer shades of contour cream to the hollows of my cheek, along the temples, my forehead, jawline. To blend in my concealer, I'm using the same foundation brush to blend it well into my skin and patting it to avoid harsh lines and streaks. I'm blending the dark shade contour around my forehead, my temple, the cheekbone, and the jawline. Next, I'm using an eyeshadow brush to blend in the product carefully, and this will help create the illusion of a more defined and sculpted nose. I'm also taking out the excess product to avoid harsh lines. Now, I'm using my beauty blender to blend the concealer from the nose to the under eyes and then T-zone area. Finally, I'm blending a lighter shade in the inner corner of my eyes. I take my time while blending to achieve a natural and maybe a perfect skin look. To complete my skin work, I'm using this lip palette as a blush, and I used orange and red. I mixed the two colors to get my desired tone. I'm blending the product outwards towards my hairline. I'm also patting it in circular motion. I'm applying a concealer at the top of my cheekbones where I applied my blush. I'm going to blend it in with a blush to achieve a natural look. To set my face, I'm using a Avo powder palette that contains different shades of skin tones. I'm applying a powder that matches my skin tone and tapping off any excess. I'm using a brighter shade for my T-zone area. I'm also focusing on the areas that tend to get oily or shiny. I'm using Classics finishing spray to set up my makeup. Next, I'm going in with this powder blush in orange color to add definition to my cheeks. I'm using a setting powder from Avo Cosmetics, starting with setting my under eye. I'm applying it under my nose, on my chin, and under my cheekbones. I'm creating almost like a slant line pointing to my lips to give me that defined face shape. I'm doing the same for the other side of the face. I'm creating a line at the sides of my lip. I'm setting my forehead, my brow, and then my nose. To tame my brows, I'm using Classics Glitter Glue. I poured out little products on my hand and then I used spoolie brush to comb through the hairs. Next, I'm using an angled brush to draw my brows, creating a straight line, following where the hair stops. I take my time while doing this because it has to be done carefully to avoid mistakes. Then I'm creating strokes on places that there are no hairs. I'm highlighting my brows with a concealer lighter than my skin tone. I'm also using a darker shade for the inner corner of my brows to give it a natural look. I'm applying the concealer along the bottom and the top of my brow, following the arc. Moving on to my eyes, I'm using an eyeshadow palette from Blossom Makeup and Juvia's Place Afrique. I'm using Lola in brown, Aisha in orange and Fatima in yellow color. I'm blending in back and forth to avoid harsh lines. Then I'm going in with my eyeshadow primer on my eyelids in order to get a vibrant and pigmented eyeshadow look. Next, I went on with Cameroon color in Juvia's Place palette. I'm tapping the orange eyeshadow color into my eyelid. I'm pressing the yellow eyeshadow color in the inner corner of my eyelid, and I'm also placing it on the orange shade to blend both colors into each other. Next, I'm going to apply false lashes to my eyes. I'm using Kerite gel liner in black to draw a line in my lower eyelid. I'm buffing out the excess powder. I'm using a setting spray for the second time to absorb the products into my skin. Applying my lip color, I'm going to use a brown pencil to create a line across my cupid bow. From my lip palette, I'm using the brown color to darken and trace the lines I created. To add some dimensions to my lip, I'm going to apply a deep and light pink color at the center of my lip and blend it outwards using a lip brush. I'm using an highlighter to add some glow to my cheekbones and my T-zone areas. I'm using a mascara on my lower eyelid lashes to add more volume and to make my eyes pop. Finally, I'm applying a lip gloss to give it a shiny, sleek finish. And that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial and learned something new today. Remember, the most important thing is to have fun and experiment with different looks until you find what works best for you. Do not be afraid to try new things and step out from your comfort zone. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.